rich nigga got trap routine. Bad little bitches won't lick on me. Moving like a YN when I was 16. Smoking that weed and trapping down houses. Back of the lack and I'm higher than a mountain. Drink codeine, got it coming out of fountain. What you finna do for that allowance? Bags on the floor, counting. I'm going through, finna come out counting. When I do a drop, I doubt it. You wanna get money, I'm bout it. Okay, okay, okay. I drag you in the street. Okay, okay, okay. I just ride on the beat. Okay, okay. I drag you in the street. Okay, okay. I just ride on the beat. Okay, okay. I drag you in the street. Okay, okay. I just ride on the beat.
Let me see where we at tonight. We could bring this back to life. Thought that I couldn't, you should be embarrassed. Their egos is threatened, they really should cherish. Too many excuses, I don't wanna hear it. Don't call her the patio bitch, it's a terrace. We finna make us a killing, that's word to my days. They try to play me as a villain and color me bad. I noticed the jealousy peaking, I thought we was past this. This type of exposure's indecent, these niggas is classless. I bet on myself when the labels thought I was a bad risk. The money that I had invested is doing gymnastics. This what we need, this type of engine don't run off of greed. They music ain't big as my songs that it leak. They need some assistance, you call the police. F all the talking is cheap. How many costs for they call it a fleet? Living the stars in the comments and media's out in that care if you comment on me. Don't you
guy. Be honest, honest, honest. Are you honest? 'Cause I'm honest, honest, honest. Let's be honest, 'cause I'm honest, honest, honest. Are you honest? 'Cause I'm honest, honest, honest. Let's be honest, 'cause I'm honest. You're not who I love, huh? I just need to pass the time, huh? Felt good, you felt that. Come and get a piece of mine, huh? Move on, brands on me. Stripes in my pocket and a check on me. Never needed shit, so don't you check on me. Home last night to send a sex on me. Baby king, shit, I'm chosen. I whip that red Toyota like it's stolen. I treat my little orange soda like a Hellcat. She put me out in the winter, feet frozen. She wanna fuck with me 'cause I'm famous, and that's okay with me 'cause you been my favorite. I let her do it, she do a little bit. A little air in the room, she do a little bit. 12, I was all alone, I can't be compromised. Fucking on my ex, we ain't apologized. 'Cause I'm way too young and you always right. Threw it in my face, I'm on another flight. Girl at home, I ain't been living right. The little arguments always start the fight. I had to get away, so I'm with you tonight. Is there another guy? Be honest, honest, honest. Are you honest? 'Cause I'm honest, honest, honest. Let's be honest, 'cause I'm honest, honest, honest. Are you honest? 'Cause I'm honest, honest, honest. Let's be honest, 'cause I'm honest.
Chat, everything should be good. Alright, I checked. I've already solved it. Like how to get off this lag issues, as y'all notice. Now let's get this shit. Let's get this shit. Let's get this shit started. Let's get this shit started. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
When I look at you in your eyes,
hey, Chad.
Something burning inside you. Oh, inside you. In
good, Chad.
I know
it's been a week.
But you tried.
It's been a week.
Oh, you tried to. You always try to hide your pain. You always know just what to say. I always look the other way. I'm blind in your eyes. You lie, but I don't let it define you. Oh, define you.
Let's go.
I tried to find love in someone else.
Never been like this.
Time, but I hope you know I mean it.
It's been 11 days.
When I tell you you're the one that was on my mind. Oh, when it's said and when it's done, yeah, I would never let you know. I'm ashamed of what I've done, yeah. When I look at you in your eyes, I see there's something burning inside you. Oh, inside you. In your eyes, I know it hurts to smile, but you try to. Oh, you try to. You
like honestly, it's been 11 days. Wow, since I first last streamed, I really just missed y'all. Holy crap! That art, damn man, damn. Last stream, was a level quest, and I was so shocked. Many people, y'all showed up to my shit. And we did talk very well this time. Oh. Well, okay, chat. Okay, I need to see y'all. I need to see y'all motherfuckers in here. So yaks. React type shit. Alright, so let's talk about first of all, let's talk everything. First, I did see the new Ye music video with Don Toliver. That shit is really cool. It's only on Spotify. I want y'all show y'all something real quick here. That's what I see. Okay. I did see it. I did see the new music video from Ye and Don Toliver. Now, second of all, to y'all wondering why I'm not playing Geometry Dash, I took a break. I took a break from it. By the way, I'm trying to wait for one person to complete Ruined his part with Ruined Zone 4. It's been at least 2 weeks apparently. I don't care about it. I'm still waiting. I wish Izzy would show me some preview of the deco and the gameplay. Hopefully, hopefully. I wish it could happen. I wish. And I'm unsure that this my updates will drop. I'm unsure about my full vision levels, Ruined Zone 4. I'm unsure about that. It could be dropping summer or no. It could be jumping on my college when I start college. Definitely, definitely. I'm trying to, I did contacted him in 9 days, and then he doesn't respond to anything. He doesn't want to talk about me anything. Shit, that's crazy. Second, let's go second. I bought my new glasses. Here it is. I bought new glasses this time. I went to an eye testing to it's eye care. I bought these new glasses today. It's really cool. It really just makes it is better than the old ones. And the old one is it's disjointed. For sure, it's disjointed. Honestly. Oh yeah, hell yeah! You can see anything here. Hell yeah! This fits perfectly for me. I love this one. I love this. Alright. Second, third of all, I want to play Minecraft for sure in the future. I haven't get the official version yet. I'll try to get it maybe Christmas. Definitely maybe Christmas. Okay. I'm gonna try and make some money. Alright. By streaming. I think this one is my job here. This one, OBS Studio, Twitch, YouTube, my job. Every time. When I stream, it is my job. This is my fucking life. Okay? This is my fucking life. Now, the reason why is having lag issues. I figured out the issue with it. I had to restart the whole PC computer. And after that, it works. No drop frames. It's 0 right now. And already my streaming is working. Holy shit! All right. Oh yes, I did. Oh yes, I did. I do see Trippie Redd release an album. That's kind of cool to me, but sometimes these a lot of these songs I think several songs are mid or a couple. I like songs Paperback Boy is really cool. I like the song. Really cool song. Okay. Now let's get to updates about my Twitch. You know, I did make some changes. Like I had some like bots. You know, on the way. Bots on the way. And oh yeah, if you send a YouTube link, I'm gonna have to review it for sure. But I'm gonna review it. Why not? On my phone, if I check on my phone and click on the YouTube link and check if it's inappropriate, if it is, I'm gonna ban you. Fuck you, man. I'm banning you. I don't give a fuck, man. Suck my dick. I'm gonna ban you if you send that inappropriate link. Instead of like showing on my OBS, I have a phone here. I have a phone. Alright. Send that inappropriate link, you'll get your ass is getting banned. For sure. And you have no chance of me like having like conversation on my shit no more. Or having chats like hang out with me no more. Like, you know, fuck you. Alright. Whoever somebody like send a link to me, alright. That shit is going wild. I remember like going through 9 views of Twitch, going through 12 views of Twitch, and like doing the react stream. But like this chat is blown up with Twitch. Like, you know, this is blown up. This is blown up for sure. But man, I was like, oh man, like I remember sometime. Remember, like the last 3 weeks, someone raided my server. Fuck out of here. Whoever, I think I found out who that is. You know, like I'm not gonna tell you what the name is all about, but I found out who that is that raised my server. Alright, so, you know, shout out to my mods. Alright, but you know, I'll repeat this again. Like send YouTube links here on chat. I will be reviewing it on my phone here. If it does like counts as inappropriate or disturbing like content, you know, you'll be like placed as banned and never chat on it and never chat on my Twitch chat again. I'm sorry to do this. Like I did add some like mods, you know, but on the way. Yep, it's on the way. It is on the way. Now for sure. We may do a late night stream. We may do that. We may do that, but holy shit. But we had to react, you know. Now, like honestly, I want to play hardcore Minecraft. Hardest one, and this could be like a challenge. Yeah, I don't see no chatters. I guess I'm not strong. I guess I'm not small stream, by the way. Oh, maybe I was late. Oh, maybe I was streaming late. Oh, yeah, I changed my mind, but oh fuck. Alright. Okay. I want to see if we can react to something, you know. We have a lot to react to. Alright, let me pull up some. First of all, let's go this way. I have I think I found someone here that I want to react. Worst album in the decade. I want to see this. Oh, by the way, I had an ad blocker. Sorry, YouTube ads. Yeah, let's see this thing.
A 0 out of 10 is more rare than a 10 out of 10. Throughout my life, I struggle to think of a single thing or experience that I would rate 0. I had a cystoscopy a long time ago, which is where they put a light tube down your dick hole and then steer around with a little wheel like they're in a racing sim. And even that, I wouldn't give a 0 to. And yet, today I just learned that Pitchfork gave Tyga's new album Starface a 0.0 out of 10.
Like, this is crazy for me. Like, Pitchfork did dirty to Tyga. Like, back then, like, you know, he did, Pitchfork did very dirty to him. Like, giving a 0 on his new album. On his AI album. Like, why did, like, Tyga, like, I have no clue what's Tyga doing on his production. Like, he uses AI for this, like, but on the production, I think it's only for that.
And I couldn't even imagine what that would look like, because to me that means it doesn't even work. Like, you can't even listen to it. It doesn't turn on. And even if this was a completely blank record where not a single sound came through, just sensory deprivation, that probably also wouldn't have gotten a 0 out of 10 either. Because, I mean, we have history to draw on. John Cage 433, which is 4 minutes and 33 seconds of silence. That's, like, kind of a beloved piece. Granted, it's more of an art piece than it is music, per se. But that also wasn't a 0 out of 10. So if Tyga had just released the fucking sound of crickets and ambient noise, probably would have performed better than his new album here. I had to know how abominable this piece of shit was to get a 0.0 out of 10. So I took the plunge, and I did it. 0 out of 10 is generous. Like, this should be like almost like a misdemeanor crime. It's so fucking bad. What he did is he released an AI generated album. He wanted to reinvent himself.
That's how everything I know. Everything. Like, all he is like an AI album, like it's a production or something. Like, this is like crazy to me, honestly. Honestly, dude. Honestly.
So instead, he didn't invent anything. He just asked AI to make Tyga sound like an 80s artist, and he released an AI-generated album. Oh, it's so pathetic. It's actually painfully pathetic. Also, big shout out to Doja Cat, because she also talked about it on her stream, just completely unprompted, about how much of a fucking loser you have to be to release an AI album.
Alright, before this thing starts, I want to turn up the music, like... Alright. Let me turn up the sound here. This is like, I think Dojo's right about this, you know. I think, like, she has a good point of, like, calling out Tyga for making an AI album for this. Like, let me turn up the, like, sound for this, like. I want to get like, a warrant for that, for Twitch.
His certified penis behavior. Hey, like, I was going to say penis music, but penis music kind of slaps. Like, he didn't release music or anything. This is so embarrassing. So let's take a look at the Pitchfork review, and then I want to show you Tyga's response to it.
I think hold on a sec. Yeah, this is, like, honestly, this is crazy for me. Like, you have never seen, like, ideas, like, about AI-generated music. I hate those motherfuckers, you know? I hate them. They should leave the fucking, like, internet shit. Like, get your ass, like, you know, off the music industry if you make an AI album. Why don't you make real music? Why don't you make some, like, real vocals, real production that can help you out with the album? This is, like, honestly, like, if Pitchfork would have rated you, like, a 0, then how the fuck, like, would you make an AI album instead of people, like, helping you out with some, like, 80s production, some shit? Let me try again, you know.
To release an AI album.
Nobody asked me anything about Tyga, but I just felt like saying this. Tyga is a penis for making an AI album.
True, that is certified penis behavior. Hey, like, I was going to say penis music, but penis music kind of slaps. Like, he didn't release music or anything. This is so embarrassing. So let's take a look at the Pitchfork review, and then I want to show you Tyga's
Oh, shit.
response to it, because he's trying to put his pinky up about it, like, oh, you just don't understand. Using AI as a tool, of course. This was going to upset the plebeians, the swine out there that don't fully understand the vision. I get it, I understand. Maybe it's just a little too highbrow. It's really cringe. It seems like immediately people accused him of using AI because it is blatantly obvious that it is a...
Let me read this, man. Would be a constant element that did this. What if Scarface, as played as AI Mechanical, was not on drug dealer as but a pop star, but also Tyga? It was probably not part of the plan for Starface. The resulting slot pop was created by Tyga under the name Starface to immediately draw dismissive accusation of blinded AI users upon the public learning of his very existence. Well, hey, it's the most publicly Tyga has gone a decade. Why I started to think what we would have sounded like an age of trumpet bass pop. I cannot but guarantee you it will be better than this piece of shit. Yeah, I definitely like it.
AI. It's not Tyga's vocals. It is AI impersonating Tyga's vocals with an 80s skin on it, like something you'd hear out of GTA Vice City on the radio. And then they go on to say, but hey, it's the most publicity Tyga's gotten in a decade. That's the only sentence in this whole review I'm going to disagree with, because I actually think he got more publicity through his OnlyFans, where he was constantly getting clowned on for being an avid OnlyFans peddler. Oh, by the way, how's MyStar going? Is that popping off yet? When's the meteoric rise of MyStar coming? If you want to get a sense of what Starface actually sounds like, I suggest...
I prefer, like, I did see this, like, I know about, like, Phoenix, like, using AI on the hit song Rubbers. Like, people, like, shocked to know, like, it's, like, this is, like, first AI song to get on the charts. Like, bro, like, this AI song, not allowed it. Get the song off the charts. I did listen to it. To anybody noticing, I did listen to it. This, I have no clue what the song is, you know, like... I knew they make 80s pop. I knew they make this. Like, I knew it. Like, if you want to make 80s pop, then why not have, like, having production on this thing, you know? Invite, like, producers to this, like, make AI. Like, no, I don't say that. Why don't have, like, invite producers to make an 80s music without using AI? That's a good choice. That's a very good choice. You could do that. I do see a clip of him, like, Tyga and Phoenix, like, making a new song of 80s music. Like, honestly, you know, like, that clearly said to me it's not AI, you know? Like, good luck to them, by the way, if they make it.
Going to the free-to-use music AI music generator Treblo, allegedly the one Phoenix Flexen used to create his hit single Rubbers, and typing in the following tags: Tyga, 1980s, synth pop, new wave, 80s pop, Tyga, sung thriller synth. You have to type Tyga a bunch of times to make the model realize you want Tyga's vocals. I guess even the AI models don't remember any of Tyga's work, so you have to really, like, drive home the message. I'm not saying the record is AI generated. All I'm saying is that I was personally able to generate a song that sounded exactly like Starface, assuming it had included a song about a critic trying to write a review of a Tyga album. Spoiler alert, turns out it is an AI generated album, by the way, so, like, the reviewer would have been 100% right to say that, but, you know, they were just playing it safe, I suppose. But yeah, you yourself can generate basically the exact same album of Starface, because it's very clearly what he did here to make it in the first place. Just a couple of prompt pop cues. Initially, he implied the album was 100% human-made, even down to the mixing. We used a lot of the old hardware, delays, harmonizers. Everything that we used was stuff that they used in the 80s. But then a week later, when asked by Vibe if he used AI on the record, he pulled in About Face and said, "For sure." Nice.
I haven't noticed, like, before Tyga admits he makes AI for production, he said he makes, like, 100% human-made. But turns out, when he asked Vibe, he did make AI tools, like, to make an album. To, like, make auto-tune. Bro, this is, like, honestly, like, when this shit, like, pops out, like, before he admits the truth, the real truth, I haven't seen his post, like, what the heck is Tyga rolling out his new album, his new alter ego Starface? what's he doing? An 80s pop with some like 80s production, like classic. And then turns out like when I see this like on Twitter that he did make AI tools for production, that really is really suspicious for me. And I had to like stop listening to that shit, like to using like a technology as a tool. Like if I was making music, I would never use AI for this. Never. I would just make like put out some free beats, put out like free type beats, port them to like a music studio, and then record my vocals like on stream without me like using AI for some shit. How would that happen? What happened to like what's about to happen, in the future? I will like honestly, I will become like a rapper or something, like one day, like I'll just like like I want to do something I never want to do. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
I imagine someone on his team told him that they're going to have to drop the facade, otherwise they're going to be asked about how they made the music, and they have no idea about old hardware delays and harmonizers used in the 80s, so it would have just catastrophically collapsed that way. So now he's just saying, like, yeah, no, we did use AI. But then he gets the world's smallest violin to play a sad song. People just don't understand me. We're just a victim of this AI boogeyman buzz. I've never spoken on this with anybody because I always felt like it's similar to a magician explaining how he does his tricks. Like, why are people over-explaining how they make shit that's good? That is the worst comparison I've ever heard, brother. Magicians, like, actually have to be extremely talented to create their illusions and their tricks. You typed in some sentences to Suno. How are those even remotely comparable? And it's not a secret. You can hear the AI in the record. I went and listened to it. It's trash. It's just like the most throwaway AI slop music that wouldn't fool anyone. And I love that he treats it like the Krabby Patty secret formula. Brother, we all hear it. We all know it's just AI music, man.
I know this is... I agree with this guy. Critical, I agree with him. We cannot listen to AI crap music for that. All we have to do is just record them peacefully. That's all I'm gonna say. If you make AI music this is like a slop. I can't really if you make this real or not. To be honest, Tyga's new out is like a slop. AI slop. I hate this. I even learned that people making AI slap thumbnails, AI slap posters, man. Fuck all that. I am not doing this. Fuck all this.
You can't sing like that either. It's very clearly AI with your vocals too, man. It would have been less shameful if he had just been like, yeah, we used AI, so what, Buster? But now he's trying to take this as hoity-toity attitude on it, this holier-than-thou, yeah, we used AI because it's this very evolved tool that lets me really explore and get in the mind of an 80s artist and really sonically pay homage to all of these beloved tracks in my own style with AI, kind of like the little alien in Men in Black looking for Orion's belt in my head, fucking hitting all the levers so that way I can make this incredible 80s album that's impossible without AI. You wanted to capitalize off that sound that's doing really well right now and other AI tracks like it, such as Rubbers, which was cited already in the article. So you just turn to AI to fart those out, squeak out a whole album of that. It's not that deep. It's very clear what you've done here. I don't know why he's even trying to take an artist's spin on it. It's just AI. This wasn't used as a tool for you to make your album. It was used to make the album. This wasn't just an assistant that was there to supplement your work. It very clearly made the whole album. Maybe there's a couple of things you slid in there or your team slid in there that has a little bit of a human hand. Possibly, but it's not noticeable. I listened to the album. I can't find anything that doesn't just immediately reek of just AI Suno. It then has the gall to compare it to Auto-Tune, and I know people...
I've never spoken on this with anybody because I always felt it's similar to magician explaining how he does his tricks. Like, why are people always explaining how to make shit good? That's good. Yeah. Everything is always the truth when Tiger explains everything. Everything. And I know people are going to be mad about me saying this, but it's where technology is going. Like he said, like it's no different when Auto-Tune came out. Some people were opposed to it, but we honest took it and used it. That is honestly complete false to me, man. Like you use like an AI tool for a technology for that. Honestly, like this is a huge disagreement.
People are going to be mad about me saying this, but it's where technology is going. It's no different than when Auto-Tune came out. Some people were opposed to it, but real artists took it and used it. Again, this is a very different thing you're trying here. Auto-Tune still is there as a complement to your craft. It doesn't replace it. And in a lot of cases, with Auto-Tune, the people that are performing are still like very talented vocalists. Like take T-Pain for example. T-Pain, even without Auto-Tune, is a tremendous singer. Like he is a very talented vocalist. But Auto-Tune is there because it lends a
Shout out T-Pain. Very good R&B singer. Very good singer. I would love to collaborate with him in the future as well.
new sound to it and creates a different kind of feel. So it doesn't replace or get rid of the need to sing or provide vocals. Whereas, again, AI does. It has done the entire album for you. Like, you didn't need to provide anything to it besides the sentences for which it will regurgitate a track. He then explained that he needed 80s synth and guitar solo on certain songs from the album. Suno allowed him to add synthetic instrumentation, although he didn't name songs the technology was used on. Bro, that sounds like laborious effort. Having to type in 80s synth and guitar solo, maybe I was too quick to judge. He really put in like some sweat here. Typing 2 words.
He did use AI without anyone's help. That is crazy. Why are you using Suno for this? For making an album for Starface? But as far as it went, all the vocals were all mine. So I think for me, like he recorded the vocals like without using like his AI vocal, like. But there's a real problem. Here's a real problem. He used a production for AI as a tool, which is completely like off topic, completely.
Words like that, 80s synth and guitar solo, dude, this guy's a creative genius. Holy fuck. Has anyone used AI this thoroughly? Wow, I would have never even envisioned such talent. But as far as the writing and all the vocals are mine, there's nothing wrong with using technology as a tool, which you didn't use. It feels as though it was just a few sentences and then it just churned out this album. Doesn't seem like it was used as a tool to me. That's the impression I get after listening to it. On this Starface project, we still created everything as a whole. I thought it was a great experience. It was the lack of experience, man. You didn't make it. You didn't make anything. AI squeaked something out for you. Starface could do whatever the fuck he wants to do. He's on his own wave. He's above it all. It's a completely different thing. What a gloriously embarrassing sign-off there. That sounded like some Redditor shit. Like, just look at the lyrics to some of this shit on here. This is from Powdered Dreams. Palm trees swaying, music playing, keep it coming. Speeding down the coast in a vintage ride. Chrome reflects the water where the secrets hide. Leather seats are hot. Phone starts ringing. Thinking about the
Chrome reflects the water where secrets hide? No, this is very off topic for me. I have no idea what Tiger says. Like he sings all this shit. But when Tiger goes back to rap, he will not use AI. I'm saying this.
Bags know what they're bringing. Look at the skyline. Look at the shoreline. Everything is mine. That is literally Suno lyrics, bro. Like
Suno lyrics. Damn.
I don't think any human being on your team contributed those lyrics to your AI Suno prompts. That is absolutely just something Suno spits out when you ask for like a generic 80s track. Like, come the fuck
They
on.
use, like,
It's blatantly
AI
obvious,
for the
man.
lyrics
Now,
that we
back to the
recorded
review.
now?
The sad truth is that AI as a tool the pop music industry is welcomed with open arms, largely for the same reason industries across the economy have also done so. The promise of cheap labor. Session players and writers cost money. They need to eat food and drink water. They take breaks to go outside, smoke cigarettes while checking Instagram on their phones. They might ask for credit on things. They might have managers who try to negotiate a more favorable revenue split for their contributions. AI does none of these things, and if the actual music being made is worse for it, then the pop music industry will only start to care when the products being generated by AI-created music are demonstrably worse, i.e. less profitable than when the music was being made by actual people, and then it will continue iterating on the AI to human ratio until it has optimized its profits. Very true. I've talked about that. Everyone's talked about that because this costs $0 to make, basically. When you're just AI generating songs, you can do it
$0
infinitely,
to
so you can
make
release
that?
like 20 albums a year if you
Wow,
want
I've
to,
never seen
for
that
far
shit.
cheaper and significantly quicker than if you were making human-made music, you know, the way music has always been. So it's very appealing to the music industry. There's already been instances of labels signing AI artists, which is just AI-generated tracks with an AI-generated avatar to associate with it. Like, it's very clearly heading in that direction. Tyga is now just gung-ho on that path as well here, and it sucks. Like, the music is bad. Like, it's also just really shitty. The album is terrible. Even if you...
That's honestly, yeah, I'm thinking the album is terrible as well. Like, I have no idea what is Tyga doing. Like, I'm gonna give it 0-2. No joking. No jokes.
didn't know it was AI, which I think anyone will be able to smell that it is, but even if somehow you didn't, the album's just not good. Like, it still just isn't good music.
Anthony Fantano it rated as not music or not good. Yeah. This controversy sparked a lot of debate about Tyga using AI for his album. Like, everyone hating on it.
Either. But for the music industry, it probably doesn't matter all that much whether or not it's good. It's whether or not it's profitable. And since this costs next to nothing to make, it doesn't have to do extremely well to make a profit, thus making it worth it. Which is why I imagine we're going to continue to see so many more artists doing this and so many more labels pushing this kind of AI shit out there for the industry, because the amount of money they could make off it is much higher. Because again, costs nothing to do. So yeah, it sucks, and I agree with the review that the world is made a worse place by its very existence. Yeah, definitely deserves the big time 0 out of 10. If it could go lower than that, it would deserve that. Anyway, that's really about it. See ya.
Wow, this is like a good video, you know. We kind of just discuss how this shit like looks AI to me. Alright, it's like a tweet real quick. What the fuck is this?
Oh no, sorry. Oh my god! Hey! Stop! Oh my god! Stop!
Oh my god, I'm sorry, okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, get off my sister! So aggressive. This is not necessary.
Get off my
We're in the Hamptons! We're in the Hamptons! Oh
No, that's crazy. No, that's crazy.
my god! Hey! Stop! Oh my god!
Stop.
Nah, that's crazy. Ray has enough of this one. You look so confused. Let's see this shit again.
Me shit all the time. I don't want you. I don't fucking want you. You little Asian dick ass.
What the fuck?
Leave me alone. That toxic is not healthy, bitch. The fuck you keep stalking me? Monster, what the fuck do you want?
so confused. I'm so confused. Let me go a second. Let's turn on the audio real quick. We're gonna do another. This is another video I should react to. Alright. There was another one I should react to, right? Zoink returned to expansion. Exasperation. That's how I call that.
Welcome back to Brain Rot Live. Today's topic, Zoink just played Exasperation again live on stream. If you aren't aware, Zoink used to play the near impossible level Exasperation a lot back in 2025 and managed to get really good progress despite how hard and awkward the gameplay is, even completing the entire level in 2 runs by getting 67% on August 21st, 2025.
Oh my god! Yes!
However, despite getting all that progress relatively quick, after this stream on September 19th, 2025 called Exasperation No Way, going for 56 to 100, Zoink suddenly stopped playing Exasperation altogether and started playing other stuff like the newly verified top 3 Flame Wall, which at first confused many people, but as Zoink had already clarified when he got the level in 3 runs, his main goal was to get Exasperation in 2 runs in order to motivate the decorators to finish the official decorated version that had been quote-unquote 95% done since October 2023, and then try to verify the level on the decorated version so it actually has a chance of getting rated. But since the host of the level Thicket hasn't really said anything, we had no clue how the decoration process was going, or at least that was until Zoink randomly just started playing Exasperation again. Completely out of nowhere on August 16th, 2026, Zoink started a stream with the title Revisiting Exasperation, talking about everything and winning, where he was playing the level while talking about what was going on with the verification, revealing that the decorated version is apparently close to getting finished, but he doesn't know if he even wants to verify it anymore.
I played Exasperation 8 months ago or further, I low-key forgot, and back then I was very motivated to play the level, but recently so much stuff's happened in 1 year, I don't know if I'd want to verify it even after it's decorated, because 1, the decoration is taking way too long. It's been, what, like 3-4 years since it's been like 95% done? I know they're still polishing the level. I don't know how you're still polishing the level. How do you, I'm not a creator, but it seems a little nutty. I don't know how there hasn't been anything to be fixed to that, but I don't know if I'll verify it once it's decorated, because I feel like I'm very content with me having the level in 2 runs over a year ago on the original layout. So this might be the journey of Exasp. I don't know if I want to. Maybe I'll play it when the decoration comes out, but I don't know if I'd verify it because I don't have the motivation for it anymore, Chuck. I'm sorry, but I don't have the motivation.
Zoink then went on to play Exasperation for around 1.5 hours, but since he literally hadn't played it for almost a year, he obviously did not get any crazy progress, with his best runs being 22%, 29 to 51%, and 76 to 100. But yeah, that was pretty much everything. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Do you think Zoink will verify Exasperation after all? Will the decorated version even be finished? I don't know, but
I don't know if a deco is finished. Like, it might take another year to finish, or like if they finish it like this year, that's shocking. Because if the deco is completed, Zoink he's unsure if he will play or verify it. So that's the reason. Here, alright. What should we react to? I can't believe they streamed this. What the heck is this?
You remember that whole Bloody Mary thing from back in the day? Spin around in front of your bathroom mirror 3 times saying her name and she'll appear and steal your soul or something. That was never real, but what is real is if you stand up and spin around 3 times in front of your computer screen saying Star Citizen's name, it'll appear and steal your money. Even just invoking its name probably sent people into a sweaty, frenzied panic. Over 14 years in development and over $1 billion in crowdfunding, by the way, and it's still not complete, nor is it even close to tinkering around with the notion of being complete. And it's still a broken mess. This is a game that I still loosely pay attention to and keep my finger on the pulse of, because it is just a fascinating environment, because it has these ups and downs where it ebbs and flows, where the community is sometimes very happy with like an update that gets rolled out, then another update comes out and it completely ruins everything, where it's an unplayable, irredeemable mess that is just rife with greed. There are just so...
I want to see if I can react to... Why the Grammys are the problem? Let's see this.
The Grammys are supposed to reward the best music of the year, but for decades, one accusation has followed the Recording Academy everywhere it goes. They are racist. There's either a controversial winner, a shocking snub, or an artist calling them out. And recently, the debate exploded again when the biggest group in the world, BTS, announced they would be boycotting the ceremony. Not because they thought they would lose, but because they noticed a much bigger problem. And once you see the pattern behind the Grammys' biggest controversies, it's easy to understand why. Earlier this year, the Recording Academy announced several new categories for the Grammys. One of them was Best Asian Pop Music Performance. On paper, that sounds like progress. More artists, more representation, more opportunities to win. But almost immediately, BTS announced they wouldn't attend the ceremony.
Members of Korean supergroup BTS announced today they will not submit music for consideration at the 2027 Grammy Awards.
I've seen this thing. This is crazy. I am recently shocked about this. BTS was the biggest K-pop group of all time. You know, yeah, it's big.
Coordinated decision appears to be in protest over the Recording Academy's recent decision to launch a new Best Asian Pop Music Performance category.
This shocked fans. After all, BTS is arguably the biggest music group on Earth. Their album Are We Wrong dominated
If they submitted if they're not boycotted, they win multiple awards. I'ma say this, you know.
commercially, making them one of the favorites in this new category. So why would they walk away from an award that they were likely to win? Well, the group released a public statement on Instagram saying, "We hope our music can be heard and loved for what it is, rather than being divided by region or language." They argued music shouldn't be separated by language or region. Their issue wasn't losing, their issue was the category itself. Instead of being judged alongside every other artist, they believed they were placed into a separate lane. And if that argument sounds familiar, it's because another Grammy winner made that exact same argument in previous years. Back in 2020, Tyler the Creator criticized the Grammys for creating categories like Best Urban Contemporary Album.
It sucks that whenever we, and I mean guys that look like me, do anything that's genre bending, they always put it in the rap or urban category. And I don't like that urban word. It's just a politically correct way to say the N-word to me. When I hear that, I'm just like, why can't we just be in pop? Half of me feels like the rap nomination was a backhanded compliment. Like, my little cousin wants to play the game. Let's give him the unplugged controller so he could shut up and feel good about it.
He argued those labels weren't really about the genre, they were about race. Whether it's an urban category, Latin, or now Asian pop category, critics argued these categories separate artists based on identity instead of music. But this debate didn't start just with BTS. Back in 1989, rap music began to take over the mainstream, and it finally came to a point where the Academy couldn't ignore it, so they created the Best Rap Performance category. But despite Will Smith and DJ Jazzy Jeff winning the category, they refused to attend. Smith explained it was because the Academy did not televise this category.
We don't have a problem with the Grammy as an award or the Grammy as an institution. We just had a problem with the 1989 design of the award show. We feel that our music was important enough and is important enough.
With the rap genre predominantly featuring black artists, you can see how this be seen as racist. The Grammys did eventually televise this category. Problem solved, right? Not even close. Later in 2017, Beyonce's Lemonade took over the world, and although it was a stiff competition for Album of the Year, many fans expected Lemonade to win. But when the winner was announced, the world was shocked.
And the Grammy goes to 25, Adele.
Adele won for her album 25 instead. People could not believe it. The reaction wasn't just from fans. Adele herself questioned the result.
I can't possibly accept this award, and I'm very humbled and I'm very grateful and gracious, but my artist of my life is Beyonce, and this album for me, the Lemonade album, was just so monumental. Beyonce.
Many consider Adele's win racist, as the Academy favored Adele's album, despite Beyonce releasing the greatest album of her career. Frank Ocean even boycotted the ceremony that same year for the same reason. He told the New York Times, "It just doesn't seem to be representing very well for people who come from where I come from and hold down what I hold down." A lot of fans were shocked that he refused to submit his album for consideration, given his legendary album Blonde was almost certain to win a Grammy, given it's one of the greatest albums of all time. So the fact he said racial bias was the reason, that had some weight. Jay-Z again called out the Grammys years later for snubbing Beyonce over and over again.
Obviously it's subjective because, you know, it's music and it's opinion based. I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work.
In order to reconcile these accusations, the Academy tried to do right. But this may have been even worse. Years later, Beyonce finally won Album of the Year for Cowboy Carter. Although this was a solid album, some critics argue the Academy may have been responding to years of criticism rather than only judging the music.
This is her first Album of the Year Grammy, which is crazy considering that Renaissance got passed over for Album of the Year, Lemonade got passed over for Album of the Year. There have been multiple instances of Beyonce, frankly, deserving that award in this category, given the competition she was up against, and now she's finally getting it.
It seems they only gave Beyonce the award so they wouldn't be called racist again, but no Grammy controversy has aged worse than this one. At the 56th ceremony, it was a competitive year for the Best Rap Album category. Nominees included Drake, Kanye, Jay-Z, and Kendrick Lamar. And the winner was
Macklemore and Ryan Lewis.
The world was shocked. Many were certain Kendrick would win for Good Kid, Mad City. People were furious. Even Macklemore said he didn't deserve the win.
Kendrick is a friend of mine. He's somebody that I love his music, and in my opinion, had the best rap album of the year. And knowing how the Grammys usually go, I knew that there would be a great chance that we would win that award and in essence rob Kendrick.
The Academy was in the hot seat, and they knew it. Since that night, some fans believe the Academy has gone too far in the opposite direction. Kendrick has received a Grammy every single year he was nominated.
To Pimp a Butterfly, Kendrick Lamar. Damn, Kendrick Lamar. Family Ties, Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar.
This could be seen as the Academy trying to be...
I might see Baby Keem submitting a Grammy nomination again. I'm very excited, especially Donatello. I want Donatello and Baby Keem to be nominated for Grammys. I'm calling it. I'm actually calling it. What the fuck y'all expect me for that shit?
Equitable, but many argue this just adds to the problem. Of course, Kendrick is an incredible artist, but not every one of those wins were deserved.
GNX wins again. I saw something, Kendrick has like 25 Grammys now. I feel like the Grammys learned their lesson. They're like, we cannot
We can't do that again.
never give this guy a Grammy.
Personally, I think Clips should have won Best Rap Album over Kendrick in 2025, but that's just me. Whether you agree or not, it raises an uncomfortable question. Is the Academy judging music or trying to correct its past? The Academy showering Kendrick with Grammys isn't explicitly racist, but it could be considered subtle racism, and that's exactly why BTS decided to boycott. Their boycott wasn't really about one award, it was about the system behind it. Because if artists begin believing they're being judged based on identity instead of music, then even winning a Grammy can feel meaningless. Whether you think the Grammys are racist or simply make impossible decisions, one thing is clear. This debate isn't going away anytime soon. But this controversy only scratches the surface. If you enjoyed this video, then you may enjoy my next video where I dive into some of the ceremony's biggest snubs and controversies.
I want to see that video as well.
For decades, winning a Grammy has been seen as the ultimate stamp of greatness in the music industry. But lately, that idea started to fall apart. With some of the biggest and most influential artists in the world getting completely snubbed by the Recording Academy, fans are asking why. One of the most controversial snubs, especially recently, is The Weeknd. You see, in the early 2010s, The Weeknd was practically the poster boy for the Grammys. He represented everything they wanted: talent, artistry, and commercial success. This led to his first Grammy nomination in 2014. Years later, he won his first Grammy for Best Urban Contemporary Album for Beauty Behind the Madness, along with Best R&B Performance for Earn It. He also won in 2018 for Starboy. The Weeknd was on top of the world. It seemed like he was the next Taylor Swift, bound to sweep the award show for years to come. But at his peak, this is where things went downhill. In 2020, The Weeknd released After Hours. This was one of the biggest albums of all time. Of course, it debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 with Blinding Lights charting as well. Not only did it reach #1, but it is now known as the most streamed song of all time. No other artist had reached heights like this. Given this information, The Weeknd was bound to sweep the Grammys. But oh boy, we were wrong. Despite the record success, After Hours didn't receive a single nomination. Not even hit tracks like Save Your Tears and especially Blinding Lights. Yes, the Grammys are opinion-based, but you would think commercial success would have a play in it, especially being the most streamed song of all time. Abel was livid. In response to the controversy, The Weeknd spoke out on Twitter. The Grammys remain corrupt. You owe me, my fans, and the industry transparency. Thus, he boycotted the awards ceremony for years. The Grammys' viewership suddenly dropped by half. I'm sure other factors were involved, but having the most famous artist in the world speaking out against an institution, there's definitely going to be some negative effects. 5 years passed, and The Weeknd still boycotted. Finally, in 2025, the Recording Academy reached out to him to make amends. The two parties made peace. The agreement was announced at the 67th Awards, following with a performance by The Weeknd and Playboi Carti.
I'm so honored to leave you with a sentence that I wasn't sure would ever be said on the Grammy stage again. Please join me in welcoming back The Weeknd.
The relationship was restored, and with the release of The Weeknd's final album, Hurry Up Tomorrow, it was certain to be nominated, but yet again we were wrong. Despite being critically acclaimed, Hurry Up Tomorrow didn't receive a single nomination, not even a single track. Timeless was one of the most popular songs of the year, but no nomination in sight. It shocked me that Doechie's Anxiety received a nomination instead, and don't get me wrong, I'm a Doechii fan, but I don't think that Anxiety was better than Timeless. This was a spit in the face. The Weeknd responded on Twitter saying, collaboratively planning a performance for weeks, not to be invited? In my opinion, 0 nominations equals you're not invited. But The Weeknd wasn't the only artist put on the sidelines. Playboi Carti is one of the most innovative artists in hip-hop. He shook the industry in 2020 with the release of Whole Lotta Red. This album changed the game. It completely redefined the rage genre, inspiring a generation of artists. Whole Lotta Red charted at #1 on the Billboard 200 and spent 153 weeks on the charts. This elevated Carti from being a rapper to a legitimate artist. Unfortunately, Whole Lotta Red didn't receive a Grammy nomination, which wasn't much a surprise. This form of rage music was fresh. People needed time to let it settle. Maybe the next album will have a shot. After 5 years of teasers and hype, Cardi dropped I Am Music. This wasn't just an album, it was a cultural shift. It was not only the biggest streaming day of 2025, but it was the 7th largest streaming day in Spotify history. Of course, the album debuted as #1 on the charts. The album followed with this tour with The Weeknd, which was the 4th highest grossing tour of 2025. He also followed up with this tour in the fall. Now, 2025 was a big year for hip-hop, which means it was a very competitive year for the best rap album category. However, it was no question that Cardi deserved the nomination. But when the nominees were announced, Cardi didn't receive a single nomination. Like The Weeknd, even his singles weren't nominated. I understand that some of his music isn't for everyone, but massive tracks like Evil Jordan and Rather Lie deserved recognition. He also joined The Weeknd's performance for the 67th Grammys, so people thought he was on good terms with the Academy. Cardi stayed silent amid the controversy, but Travis Scott used the Grammy's own stage to air his frustration. Unlike Cardi, Travis actually had quite a few nominations in the past, but it was mostly for other people's projects. However, 2019 was supposed to be Travis's year. The acclaimed album, Astroworld, changed hip-hop. Astroworld was the biggest album of the year, going 6 times platinum. His track Sicko Mode with Drake was the banger of the year, making it Scott's first #1 on the Billboard 100. It was also the highest grossing rap tour of 2019, and rightfully so. No one performed like Travis. This tour solidified him as one of the best live artists with his powerful engagement with the audience. Travis's dedication landed him a Super Bowl spot, a Netflix documentary, and even an annual music festival, which did not age too well. All of these factors landed him a nomination for Best Rap Album. Most listeners would agree that this was the best rap album nominated, but suddenly the world was shook.
And the Grammy goes to Invasion of Privacy, Cardi B.
This went down as one of the most controversial moments in Grammy history. Although Cardi B's album was decent, Astroworld was one of the most impactful albums of all time. Rightfully so, Travis was visibly upset. Travis was determined to create an album so strong, the Grammys couldn't ignore him. 5 years passed, and Travis released his next solo album, Utopia. Just like Astroworld, this album broke record after record. The album Circus Maximus Tour even became the 4th highest grossing rap tour of all time. Of course, Utopia received a nomination. Although it was facing up against her...
Why didn't Travis go for all categories? Why didn't I really hope Travis go all categories one day if he release a new album, and for next year. I really hope he could completely shook the world again next year. I'm calling it. He will go all categories next year. One day.
For Lost and Heroes and Villains, Utopia had the strongest chance.
My God, my partner and everything I do, David, he called me. He was like, yo, we're nominated again for the Grammys. I was like, yes. Okay, this time we gotta just bring it home.
But what happened next, no one saw coming.
And the Grammy goes to Killer Mike.
Who? Fans were outraged. It'd be one thing if Travis lost against Drake or Metro Boomin, but Killer Mike? Of course, Travis was fuming. So much to the point that he called out the Grammys on their own show. Travis was nominated for 10 Grammys, but didn't win any. Even Fiend, his most popular track from Utopia, and one of the most streamed songs of 2023, failed to receive a Grammy nomination. So why do the Grammys sleep on these artists? Well, it could be a number of reasons. Each one of these artists are fairly controversial. Travis received backlash for the death of multiple fans during his Astroworld festival. Cardi has been exposed for domestic abuse and past relationships, and The Weeknd didn't do too much, but he did release a controversial TV show. But hip-hop is also a pretty divided genre. Listeners either love it or they hate it. The Grammys usually choose albums that fit the stereotypical mold. So if a rap or pop album doesn't fit the mold, then the Grammys don't want it. Tyler, the Creator, even called out the Academy for this.
It sucks that whenever we, and I mean guys that look like me, do anything that's genre bending, or they always put it in a rap or urban category. When I hear that, I'm just like, why can't we just be in pop?
The Grammys are all opinion-based, so there'll always be disagreements whether or not their artists fit their box. Regardless if the Grammys choose to evolve or stay stuck in their ways, one truth remains clear. Their bias has affected countless artists, often at a heavy...
Alright.
The Grammys are supposed to reward...
Okay. Let's get this one real quick.
you remember that whole Bloody Mary thing from back in the day?
Travis can go all categories. On God. Next year. On God, on God, on God. How would the 2027 Grammys go?
The Grammys, the award show held annually to celebrate the best in music and award the artists who are most deserving. But a lot of the times, the artists they award, maybe aren't the most deserving. Whether it's Macklemore winning Album of the Year over Kendrick Lamar, or Beyonce getting Album of the Year for Cowboy Carter over Brat by Charli XCX, and over Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish. You get the point. They don't always make the best decisions. But 2026 has honestly been a pretty great year for music, so I wanted to put aside the bad decisions the Grammys have made, and probably will make, and talk about how the 2027 Grammys should go. How it should look. What albums, what songs, what artists deserve the awards the most. So let's just get right into it. I'm excited. So I want to start with Record of the Year, but right before we do, I feel like it's necessary to explain what this award means, or what even makes a song qualify for Record of the Year, or what makes a song earn a Grammy in the first place. Is it popularity, sales, high quality, or does it depend on the artist? Because I feel like it's too vague to say, oh, the Grammys just gives the Grammys to the best song or the best artist, but why are they the best? Why is it the best? Well, here's the thing. Without a doubt, you're not going to get yourself a Grammy if your album doesn't chart on billboards or something. You need mainstream success to some degree. That's why we don't see Magdalena Bay get Album of the Year. But according to Wikipedia, Academy members are required to vote solely based on quality, without consideration for sales, chart performance, personal friendships, regional preferences, or company loyalty. So why did you guys give Macklemore that Grammy over Kendrick? Okay, but seriously, I wish this is how the Grammys were. I wish it was strictly based on quality, without consideration for sales, but I think there's been so many examples that show that that's not actually how they work. But considering I'm making this video, I thought this was just necessary to mention what the criteria for winning a Grammy is supposed to be, even if they don't stay consistent with that themselves. Okay, anyway, Record of the Year. I think this should go to The Cure by Olivia Rodrigo. Now, Olivia Rodrigo released a whole album in June, which is incredible, by the way. We're gonna get to that.
Olivia is a golden one. I ain't gonna lie. She makes music like this. This is really good.
Song was a single from the album, and when it came out, it was generally agreed upon that this single was significantly better than the first single, Drop Dead. And even when the entire album came out, after the first two singles, everyone still thinks The Cure is the best. And now when you talk about quality, I mean, you can compare this song to the biggest songs released this year, and there's really no competition. This song has clever lyrics about realizing that falling in love cannot fix your personal insecurities or inner flaws. The production is beautiful, as expected, obviously, thanks to Dan Nigro. The melody of the verses are so good. The chorus is so catchy. Oh my god, it is so good. And there's really no flaws about this song. The quality of this song is undeniable. And of course, the commercial success is definitely there. I mean, it has hundreds of millions of streams in just a few months. And I mean, it's Olivia Rodrigo, so of course it's going to be a big song. But I don't know, if this song doesn't win Record of the Year, I'm not gonna lie, there has to be a bias. So the Recording Academy, if you're watching this, please make the right decision. But since we're already talking about Olivia, we might as well mention Album of the Year, because I also think Olivia Rodrigo deserves this. And by the way, I promise there isn't a bias, because I know I'm mentioning Olivia 2 times in a row. I do like her music, but I'm not just saying this because I like her music. Hear me out. Anyway, on June 12th this year, Olivia Rodrigo released her third album, titled You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love. And this album has been getting teased since March or April of this year. And before it released, as I mentioned, it had 2 lead singles, Drop Dead and The Cure. 2 incredible songs with completely different themes. So after these 2 songs got released, we kinda knew what we were getting into with this new era. So eventually the album dropped. And the first thing I want to mention is the track list. It is so clever, just the track listing. So it goes in order from the happy-go-lucky era of finding a new love and just being head over heels for them with the first few tracks. And towards the end, the songs kinda transition into a way more dark theme, with Olivia realizing that this person or this relationship wasn't what she thought it was, or wasn't actually gonna make her happy in the long run. And those beginning stages of excitement was just temporary. So the first few tracks on the track list are themed and like centered around Girl So In Love, like the title of the album, and then towards the end of the album, or like the second half of the album, the songs are more centered around You Seem Pretty Sad. Hopefully that makes sense to somebody who isn't an Olivia Rodrigo fan, but we just have to mention that because it's very clever, because track listing is something pretty important. Now the actual quality of the songs just in general, actually mind-blowing. Like literally the best music in her entire career. Now the production of course is going to be top-notch, because all of Olivia's music, not just this album, is produced by Dan Nigro. And the vocals across this record, beautiful, the replay value is totally there, and the lyrics are very well thought out too. Like in Begged, she said, "I'm a penny in a fountain waiting on my luck to change." Like what? And there's clever lines like this all throughout the album. And no, this is not just my opinion. Quite literally every single article or critic possible has given this album a positive review. You couldn't find a negative review on this album if you tried. And commercially, yeah, this album did not flop. 485,000 album units in its first week, and that is crazy. And literally multiple songs have over 100 million streams, and not even 2 months of the album being out. And there is no project this year that comes close to the quality of this album. Prove me wrong, that's just the reality of it. So God willing, Olivia gets this Grammy too. Now let's move on to Song of the Year. But real quick, let's go through like what the difference is between Song of the Year and Record of the Year, because I was wondering this, I had no clue. But according to this article on Grammy.com, Record of the Year deals with a specific recording of a song and recognizes the artists, producers, and engineers who contribute to that recording, while Song of the Year deals with the composition and recognizes the songwriters who wrote the song. So now that we know this, let's get into what Song of the Year should be, who should win, because I think it should be So Easy to Fall in Love by Olivia Dean. Now real quick, before we get into why this should win, I also have to mention that there is a deadline for when a song or album can be nominated for a Grammy. So for example, let's just say like next year's Grammys, 2027, all of the songs and the albums that can be nominated have to be released from August.
Starting August 31st. So like the deadline. So it reduced to August 28th. So let's say this real quick here. Oh my god! Oh, no shadows. Wow. What the fuck? Man, nobody's been like on my stream, man. I was like a shit streamer. But I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna still keep going. I don't care if I'm a shit streamer. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna keep going. Cause I want to be a content creator for sure. That's what I'm doing right now. I don't care if y'all say me I'm a bad streamer. Like I don't care. I'm gonna keep going. I just don't care.
August 31st, 2025, all the way up until August 28th of this year, 2026.
I really say that like first round voting, like these Grammy, like, oh my god, Grammy, like, Recording Academy members gotta vote like different albums rather than like their favorite albums. Like I don't give a fuck. Like they don't give a damn. They don't give a fuck about it. Like they just gotta like vote and then give out different their favorite albums, not just my favorite ones. Not the like hip hop favorite albums. Like I would prefer that Octane or Casino like gets a nomination. Oh god. And we'll call this one. Either two will win this one. For example, Good Flirts could be nominated. EA5 could be nominated. Body could be nominated. House Money Casino could be nominated. Like, take a guess. Take a guess.
So there will be a few albums and a few songs in the 2027 Grammys that came out in 2025. I know most people know this, I just wanted to make it clear, just so we're on the same track. Anyway, on September 26th, 2025, Olivia Dean released her second studio album, The Art of Loving, and within this album there was the song So Easy to Fall in Love. This ended up being one of everybody's favorites, including mine, off of this project for a few reasons. This song is super catchy, it has elements of pop, jazz, and R&B, with really sweet tongue-in-cheek lyrics about self-worth and how natural and uncomplicated real love should feel. Now talk about songwriters, because this song was written by not only Olivia Dean, but also John Ryan, Max Wolfgang, and Amy Allen. And notably, Amy Allen has been nominated 3 times at the Grammys, but she won Songwriter of the Year, non-classical, the last 2 years in a row at the Grammys. So hopefully that can put in perspective just how incredible the songwriting on this song is. And overall, I mean, this song is such a bop. It's definitely her catchiest song. And I don't know, man, I just think it totally deserves this Grammy. And this song is huge, like a career-defining song for Olivia. So hopefully she wins this. Alright, moving on to Best New Artist. I think the artist that is most deserving of this is definitely Sienna Spyro. Now, if you don't recognize the name immediately, you definitely will recognize her from this song. So yeah, Sienna Spyro is not by any means a newer artist though, as far as like how long she's been in the game, because she's been putting out music since 2021, but Best New Artist can be any artist that just blew up. Like for example, Chappell Roan has been putting out music since 2014, but she won Best New Artist in 2025. So yeah, but Sienna released this song that I just showed you, titled Die on This Hill, in October of last year. A song filled with soul, beautiful lyrics that'll definitely pull on your heartstrings. Just a song filled with passion that kinda gives off Adele vibes in the best way, and it's since blown up thanks to TikTok. But with all of this momentum, she released her debut album, titled Visitor, on July 3rd, 2026, and this album is beautiful. Just soul, man. That passion-filled soul. And you know, not only should she win Best New Artist because she genuinely just makes great music, but also the impact. Like, she is everywhere, and even if you don't necessarily, like, see her physically all over social media, you still can't escape this song. It is dominating charts, dominating social media, and for these reasons, I think Sienna should definitely win Best New Artist. Okay, and lastly, we have to get into Best Pop Duo Performance. Now, I feel like who should win this
pop,
Grammy
not just rap?
is so unbelievably obvious that I feel like it's necessary first to point out who could be the other nominees. So after some research, I think the nominees for this will be The Life of a Showgirl.
I'm not gonna react. Fuck. I'm sorry, man. Moving on. Let's go. Moving on. Let's go. Alright. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Let me go game this time. Here's what I want to see how my upcoming streams look like. It's really few. I'm sorry, you know. I want to see this real quick here. Alright. It is, chat. Alright. Don Talbot Nitro's album reaction to be announced if Don releases an album. Then we have a Streaming Wars watch party. I planned this thing on like on December. Then we have like oh yeah, we're gonna have Baby Keem Casino Deluxe album Deluxe reaction, which is to be announced as well. Then we have Troll Madness. Oh yeah, Troll Madness. I would do. Could be like Wednesday. I want to play this on August 19th. Troll Madness, real quick. Here's my okay. So then we have what should I play? If I want to see if FNAF releases, hang on. Because I want to move True Menace to like this Friday. Let's see. Let's see. I want to do something here. Cartoons. EP reaction. Did I spell August wrong? What the fuck? Wow, man, I suck at this. August 21st. Okay. Then we have I might add another scene to this. Then after this, like, August 20. Then we have level request, geometry. That's number 4. It could be August 21st. So yeah. Then we have I want to do I think I want to test out hold on. I want to test out some, you know. If I can go for this. Now, if you're wondering, if I want to play Pixel Gun 3D for as well, man, like, I think I want to test it out real quick. Hang on a second. Oh, I'm sure this is laggy or so. If it's laggy, it's fucked up. It is so fucked up. I downloaded this game on PC as well. Oh god, dude. I was like, oh my god, to sign in. Fuck! Come on, I'm not gonna show y'all. Oh man. Oh my god. What the heck? Hold on a sec. I think I forgot my password. This is fucking shit. Oh yeah, oh fuck, I forgot to update the game. It's crazy. Chat, how y'all been? There's no chat, man. I'm fucking alone. I'm fucking alone, man. You want to see something real good? I'm gonna see some. I think I want to see a level I want to show y'all. Right here. This is the chat, like honestly I do really found out that Looney Tunes War Mayhem just like edit in-app purchases. I do really found out about it. Sad. It's really sad, man. It's really sad. Me playing this game, it's been like forever. Like the game is forever be like be a memory for me. Forever memory, forever. Forever be a memory, for sure. But by the way, you know, it's still here. I'm still here, you know. Oh my God. This should forever be a memory. They take a long time to like recover. Oh no, no, not again. Why do I have to do this again? That's not again. I'm gonna my quality of this. My God, my connection. What the fuck? I've been on this every time. Every single time it's been on this. What the fuck is going on? Let me use my router real quick. Oh, that's crazy. Always that bad PCs. Why does it keep doing this? Oh, it's on my OBS issue. Oh no, this is not good. It's like going good so far. Why the fuck, like, it's not booting up, bro. It's loading too long. I hate this.